I got sent the craziest, wildest story about gaslighting, y'all, that you might have ever heard. And if you're new here, I'm actually a diagnosed narcissist, and I point out toxic people's traits and behaviors. So I'm at my son's basketball game, and this is the email I get. Judge Sonya Mcknight charged with shooting ex-boyfriend in the head as he slept, leaving him blind in one eye. She told him he shot himself. What? I don't know the entire dynamics of the relationship, and I'm not saying that she's a narcissist, but you see right here, she's charged with allegedly shooting her ex-boyfriend in the head as he slept and tried to convince him that he had shot himself. You see it right here. It's in the New York Post article. A Pennsylvania judge allegedly shot her ex-boyfriend and tried to convincing him that he shot himself as he lay blinded in one eye. He actually survived, y'all, and told police that he had tried to break up with her numerous times to end a 1-year relationship, as well as trying to get her to move out of his home before she allegedly attempted to send him to meet his maker. He had went out to a tavern, came back, and she was laying on the couch, chilling in her pajamas, and he told her that she needed to leave, saying that he would enlist the help of her mother to help him get her out if need be. Now, it says she allegedly agreed to go, and it said he felt like that she finally understood that the relationship was finally over. So he went in the room, went to bed about 11 p.m., and then he woke up, had massive head pain, and he was blind in one eye. He started screaming, and then she came running into the bedroom and said, "Mike, what did you do to yourself?" That's where the gaslighting comes into play right there, y'all. Because she further goes on to state later on that nobody else was in the house. There was a registered gun to her in the house. Nobody else is in there. And she's like, "Oh, what did you do? What have you done to yourself?" Now, of course, she stated that she was in there sleeping, and then she heard him screaming. My thoughts is that she banged him, allegedly, but then she didn't expect him to survive that, of course. So when she heard him screaming and woke up, she was probably shocked and then didn't know what to do. So she started trying to gaslight her way out of the situation, like a lot of toxic, narcissistic people will do. Said they found a registered pew in the house that was registered to her, on the scene of the crime, and she had gunshot residue on her hands. He thinks that she followed him to the tavern, and he might have been there chilling, flirting or whatever, and her anger was probably just building up. And then when he came home and told her to leave, she might have accepted their relationship was over. But if how it get to their head, if I can't have you, no one will. The police arrested her and whatnot, and then, she's in jail right now, or she might have posted the $300,000 bond. But look right here, y'all. In 2019, she shot her estranged husband in his groin after asking him to come to her home to help her move furniture. There's a history of her, with a weapon. In their previous relationship, they said they married in 2014, but had filed for divorce 2 years later, but they were still pending at the time. So it looks like they were still going back and forth for a few years. They said no charges were filed in that one because it was self-defense, because something, they were in the midst of a domestic dispute. There are a lot of narcissistic, toxic people out there who will not take no for an answer. And that final rejection can cause them to have a narcissistic injury. Now, I'm not saying that woman is a narcissist, y'all. I'm just using this story to just point out things that could be happening behind the scenes and whatnot, like mentally. A narcissistic injury brings the ultimate shame to a narcissistic person, and it could cause them to have a psychotic break. They could have a psychotic break and be like, "Oh, it's really over. You trying to play in my face," and then they go get their thing and try to send them to meet their maker. But anyways, y'all, what are your thoughts on it? Drop a comment right here below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.